You know what's unfortunate? What's good, tribe? You know? Y'all know what's unfortunate? The amount of black women who say they hate black men. It's insane. You would imagine, and what I'm grateful for is the second clip I'm going to show you here is of two women. The one woman talks about how when she sees a black man with a white woman, there's a weakness in him. However, he's also the problem when a black woman goes to a white man. Like at no point is he even remotely the answer in that second clip. But in the first clip, all the young women are the women talking about who they hate. They hate men and how much they hate men. Some of these broads are mamas to boys who at some point, whether they dumbass understand it or not, are going to become men. And your dumbass sit out here and say shit like you hate men. And you don't see that as a problem with your son. And then y'all be so upset when your black sons, date white women and marry white women and have children with white women and be married to them for double-digit years. So devastated. But don't understand that you saying the words that you hate men, that men are useless, that they're worthless. You don't understand that. Take a look at these two clips. They're not that long, but watch these clips, and I'll come back with something.
Favorite thing about black men?
Nothing. Black men suck.
What's your
They're bad. They cheat. They don't care. I'm with the white boys.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing.
Why is that?
I don't like black men. Not very many meet my standards. They're not honest. They don't care.
The problem is we don't have enough women disrespecting men. We don't have enough women humbling these men and putting them in their place. We need to start making these men feel worthless because they are, okay? Call him a bitch. Disrespect him. It's your job as a woman to put that man down and put him in his place.
I said I knew where she was coming from based on what I followed up.
I'm walking down the street and I see a black man with a white woman. There's a weakness in him.
Ooh.
Something in him is weak. On the other side, I think when I see a black woman with a white man, I think, oh, she must have got she's tired. Like she must have got so fed up that she's getting to rest.
Imagine being the boy who has to grow up around these kind of women. What kind of self-image? What kind of inner self-image does this boy create of himself? Hearing his only parent, because more than likely, she's a baby mama, which means she chose probably the worst guy to have a child with, which more than likely means he's not around, and or she's so bitter and broken because her mama was a bitter, broken ass bitch that she internalized that her baby father is actually a great guy. She just total trash, right? Imagine being a boy that has to grow up around these kind of women. Imagine that. And then yet, we have boys like this. We have boys just like this who would rather protect their mother and defend her the best he can, the way he know how. But these are the boys y'all say ain't shit. When y'all say black men ain't shit, this is who you saying ain't shit. You're telling young black boys, the future men of our society, of our culture, you're telling these boys that they ain't shit, that you hate them. And then you wonder why they run to white women. If all I see on the internet is how much women hate men, if all I see on the internet is women talking about how useless men are, as a young man going into my stages of manhood, that is going to destroy me. Give me a second. Had to get a more light in here. That would destroy a boy going into manhood. It would crush him. My mother used to say shit like that. My mother, my aunts, all of them was hurting, broken, bitter baby mamas. All of them. My mother, my aunts, all of them were just bitter women. Bitter, bitter women. Now, my mother, because I know her specifically, I grew up with her, I can't speak for my aunts, but my mother was so mean. My mother hated me. My mother hated me. And not because, now mind you, I'm her child. I think at this point I'm 12 years old when she's heavy into her addiction. I'm 12. I'm just 12. That's all I am. I don't know how to do shit with my life. Nothing. And my mother would, listen, when I say my mother hated me, I mean my mother hated me. She hated me and I don't know why. Right? Well, at the time I didn't understand why. I can only speculate as of now, but because she's no longer here. But I never understood it. And part of me internalized that. Why do you hate me so much? And so some of you dumbasses say, well, I don't hate you. I love you. How was that even possible? You just said you hate men. You hate all men. You're a mom to a boy who is at some point going to become a young man. And hopefully he's going to become a healed man, a purpose-driven man, a man with direction and goals. But you're going to spend the first half of his life decimating his character, destroying him as a man. And you somehow believe he's gonna grow up and be extremely successful. You've killed him as a man. He's not even able to step fully into his manhood yet, and you've decimated whatever kind of man he may have been. And you don't see a problem with it. You don't see an issue with it at all. That's tragic. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't individuals on the planet Earth. Scratch that. I'm not saying that there aren't males, these man children y'all choose to have children with. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that 86% of women choose to have children with only about 12% of the population of men. That's it. The vast majority of men, especially black men, here's a stat. The vast majority of black men, I think it's like 70%, are childless and single. 80% of black men are childless and single. Which means the majority of women are having babies by less than 12% of the population. Because there's another percentage of men who are either committed relationships or married. And oftentimes, these men aren't married to black women because they say shit like that. When I see a black man, with a black woman, I see a weakness in him. Then her broken ass, now mind you, this broad, she don't have a single husband, no boyfriend, no children, right? But she can decipher the complexities of the young black mind. Got you. Never experienced that. The young black mind of the young mind of a black man. Never experienced it. Never in her life ever. She's a black woman. Totally different experience. Still black, for sure, okay. But a black man's experience, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about at all. Zero zilch. And instead of saying, you know, when I see a white woman or a black woman with a white man, I recognize she was tired. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. So in that skis bucket mind, all black men are trash, broken. Y'all are out here telling black men they're worthless and shitty. And then you're wondering why you can't find nobody to marry you. Because all them bitches have said listen, they've all said the most horrendous shit about black men, and none of you spoke up. None of y'all speak up. None of y'all are loud. Y'all afraid of being hated. I don't want nobody to not like me. My phone for it. But imagine being a boy that has to grow up with that kind of mama. Hearing his mother say things like how worthless he is as a man. How trash of a human he is as a man. Imagine being the young black boy who has to grow up hearing his black mother tell him that he is worthless, that he ain't shit, that she hate him. Now she might not say she hate him, but she hate men. He's a man. And I know a lot of y'all don't want to see our sons as men because y'all want him to be something else. Well, my son gonna grow up to be successful. He gonna grow up to be this. He gonna grow up to be that. No, the hell he ain't. No, the fuck he is not. You know why? You spent the past 10 to 50 years talking about how trash he is. You spend all that time talking about how trash he is. How horrible he is. He didn't even ask to be born. You brought him into this world. And then you tell him how much you hate him? And so when he grows up and he's successful, and he doesn't want to be around you, now it was his fault. Now he broken. Now he the problem. Not the mother he came from. Not the trash ass mother he had. No. That's not the issue. The issue is he's the problem. He's the issue. 80% of black men are childless. 80% of black men are childless. Almost 80%. I think they're like 67. I'll put the stat up here. But the vast majority of black men are childless. So while you think, all these men there's 80% of men who are not even having children, who you hate. Dumbass. You know what's interesting is the black man has always been hated. Always. The only people who have ever remotely loved us, kind of, maybe, everybody else but black women. They've been conditioned, black women, the vast majority of these bitter, broken, bottom of the barrel ass baby mamas have been conditioned, trained and taught even by their white sisters to hate the black man. Girl, he ain't doing what? Shit. If I was you, I would do X, Y, and Z. You know what? You right. She already hate her child's father, not because he a horrible dude, but because she trash, or he's a horrible guy. Either way, right? It was her choosing. You know, right? You're right. He is shitty. He is trash. Well, okay, if he's trash, why you chose to have a child with him? And if he's not trash, but you're saying he's trash, then you're the problem. Either way, there needs to be a level of accountability. Either he is trash and you chose to open your legs for him, or he isn't trash, he's a good father actually, and you don't want to acknowledge the fact that you're a trash mom. Oh. And then these boys y'all hate so much are raised in conditions like this. By women like this.
Sweetheart?
Hi, love.
Are you hungry now?
No. Well, I am getting hungry, yeah.
Should I just put the pizza in now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you.
And because he's raised in these kind of conditions, by a woman who hates him, essentially, he grows up hating himself. Black men got to do better. No. Well, yes, but ultimately, the women who talk about hating black men, let's start there. All those, in that video I just showed y'all, all the women in that video, those women will grow up to have children. Most of them. And the vast majority are not ever going to get married. Ever. And when the children that are the babies now, the 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 5-year-old even, in 10 to 15 years, when they're adults, that's what I know, man. And this was unfortunate. Is that there's a bunch of y'all who talk about hating black men on a constant basis, and at the same time, the exact same time, you wonder why he run to white women. The exact same time, you wonder why he doesn't want to date you. You wonder why he doesn't want to have children with you. You wonder why he doesn't want to commit to you. You hate men. I wouldn't want to commit to you, dumbass, either. You hate me. Why would I want to marry you, dummy? Well, I don't hate all men. I hate some men. What? You're hating the men, the men you're choosing. You're choosing these trifling, like you're choosing him. That's what I don't get, dumbass. You're choosing him. You're opening your legs and saying, here, giving him one of the most valuable things you can give to this man is your womb and a child. And for whatever reason, you're like, yeah, here. And he hasn't committed himself to you. He don't fully love you. He ain't, the talk of having children, like none of that. Just here. Because you so weak and you so pathetic that you lack the ability to make choices, adult choices. And because you lack the ability to make adult choices, all black men are broken. But you're not dating black men who are educated. You're not dating black men who have a real goal or purpose in life, who are actually achieving things. Y'all are not dating those kind of men. Y'all not dating the men who are actually the go-getters of society. Y'all not dating those kind of men. Y'all not dating and or attracting those kind of men. And what's interesting is a lot of y'all would never admit to this, right? You know for a fact that those kind of men would never choose you. So you know for a fact the only man you have access to is those trash ass men because you yourself are trash. I hear you. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. If it wasn't true, you wouldn't choose him. If it wasn't true, he wouldn't choose you. You wouldn't choose him. A part of you believes you trash. It is. A part of you hates yourself so much. The only men you can attract is those kind of men. That has nothing, that which I just said, that which I just said has zero to do with you or men. That's an eternal thing. You hate you so much that you want to choose the worst kind of man because deep down inside of you, you believe you're not worth having a good man. So you spend your entire life hating men. And yet still choosing the worst kind of man because deep down, you feel like you trash anyway. You ain't shit anyway. I ain't shit anyway. I don't deserve nothing good. And instead of fixing that part of you, you damn shit on good men. Yeah, okay. There's some good men in the world. There's some really good men in the world. And what's unfortunate is a lot of y'all will never ever, and it's not unfortunate, but it makes me very happy that a lot of you man-hating ass women will never ever get a good man. And I'm okay with that. I'm very much okay with that. And the good men are very much okay with that because I would rather have these men date, marry, and have children with women who want them, who love them, who cherish them, who have compassion towards them, and not whatever those things are. I'm out, tribe. Peace.